What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're headed to the junkyard. If you guys have seen some of the previous videos, we did the Fila conversion in the front of my EF sedan using the CRV RD1 parts. The front suspension is already buttoned up and we are prepping to do the rear, but not in this video. We are still waiting for the rear trailing arm to show up. I still need to buy some parts, and today we're hunting for calipers. ITR calipers are hard to find. It's typically what you use for the Fila conversion. Rock Auto has refurb calipers for 150 bucks each, where the auto parts store don't even carry them in stock at all. OEM Honda is about 250 each caliper, and I'm really not fixing to spend that much for calipers. So an alternative option for calipers and rotors for Fila conversion is to use the RSX rear caliper and rotor setup. The part number for the rotors between the Type R and the RSX are the same. The part number for the caliper brackets are also the same, but the calipers are slightly different. The RSX has the bleeder upside down if you put it on passenger to passenger, driver to driver, but people are like flipping the calipers upside down to have the bleeder right side up, but then doing it that way you would have issues with running the e-brake cable. So people are getting away with mounting them upside down. You just got to take them off and bleed them right side up and everything should be Gucci potatoes. But because I don't want to spend so much money on refurb ITR calipers or OEM, I'm just gonna go to the junkyard and see if I can find some RSX rear caliper brackets, and probably on our way back home we'll pick up some rotors. So that is what we're going to be doing today. We'll see you guys in the junkyard. Okay, they are adding 2 new rows. I'm not sure if they're doing that today because the guy who drives the forklift, I've seen him walking around. I don't have my cart today. The row that I'm looking for is 80, 108, and 126 for RSX. A couple of months later, this Delso is still here. This Integra is also still here. Almost walked past it. Caliper's gone. I take that back. Calipers are still here, but the brackets are gone because they are the same as Type R. These look clean. The pistons are also the same size as the Type R. So I'm gonna go find the other 2 RSX and see if those are complete. If not, we'll just grab these. This is row 80. So this RSX has both calipers and brackets, and somebody just took the brake pads. All right, well, we'll just take these 14s. I need to find the other e-brake cable bracket bolts. I'm missing 3.
Now I see what people are talking about when they say the e-brake cable ends are different than the regular Integras. Now, there's one bolt right here. K20 crank sensor gone. Somebody did pop off the oil pan, but oil pump's still in here. So row 126 is all the way on the other side over there, and I'm just gonna walk through these rows just to see what the inventory is looking like. This is a black EJ. Manual trans. That's a nice interior. Oh, geez. In the video where I installed the CRV front spindles, a lot of you guys are giving me the pointers and stuff for the rear follow conversion. The car's going all-wheel drive, and everything you guys told me in the comments was correct, right, as far as using the specific nut and hub setup. But I'm going all-wheel drive, and the nut is going to be pretty much for the rear axle, and we'll talk more about the rear follow conversion when we get to installing the trailing arms. They are currently en route from S1, and hopefully we get all that soon, along with all the parts to install it. Eek. Arm is getting a little tired. Gotta switch. I didn't bring my cart today because the green van has both the seats in the back and I can't fit the cart. So no cart today, and I'm just carrying everything. 3.0 VTEC. You guys know I love budgeting when it comes to my build. Junkyard is the best place for that. There's an Integra back here. Like a forest green or cypress green pearl. So here's the difference right here. I do need rear cables as well too. I want to say I have some in storage. What I'm gonna have to do is I'm just gonna skip on these cables for now, check my storage unit. If I have cables there, we'll use those. If not, I know my local yard has a couple of Integras and the cables are still there, so we'll go there and grab those if it need to be. Wait, I think the screws for the e-brake cables are the same, 12 mil. Does this one have it? Yes, it does. Ha! People are just taking one. Still missing one bolt. 05. Yo, Matt, where you at? I don't know what road these are. Ooh, that EP3 smacked. 140. I'm looking for 126. Let's check out this EP3 real quick. Ooh. Golly. Smacked. So it's 137, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30. That's 29, the last row. So that means 26 is way where I just came from, where that Integra is at. My mom used to have a red one of this Nissan Sentra S1. Need to get that K back in their Sentra all-wheel drive. Would be sick to see it racing. You can find kicks in the Junkyard too. Oh, is that the RSX? Literally in the row I was just walking through. This is 0506. It seems like calipers and stuff are still here. Okay, doing again. Somebody took all the bolts off the cylinder head, and these look really clean. K20 sensor, also gone. Still pretty clean. Not gonna lie to you guys though, I do need this one right here for the valve cover. Damn, this thing is clean. 93 Infinity G20. So the beautiful part about having a creative mind and having a welding machine is I've been sitting here for like 5 minutes trying to figure out how can I make this work on my car with regular Integra Civic cables, and I have a good idea. The regular Integra Civics use a pin where the RSX has a hook style. So all I gotta do is, I don't know, weld it shut, grind it flat, put a hole in there for a pin, something like that. We'll cover more of it when we get to it. But I think, where's my bag at? I think I'm gonna get on out of here, go to the parts store, maybe grab some rotors, definitely some paint, and I'm gonna clean these calipers up and get them ready for install when we get to it. I had a triple take. I knew this was an EF sedan when I saw it in the corner of my eyes, and I was actually looking for an EF2 because off camera I've been reinstalling a lot of these grommets and stuff, and somehow I'm missing a few of them. So now we have an EF to pull them from. Missing this guy. I'm missing this one right here. What I did was I was using a razor blade on the one on my car and I tore through it. That's what happened. I'm not missing it. I just ripped it. And now I've lost it. What the hey? Where the heck did it go? Does not hurt to get extras. Quick eyes, quick eyes. I do want an extra rear bumper because I only have one for my car. I want to paint match the bumper to the same color as the car, and I want to leave one black bumpers. This was messed up. Eek. Smells like ass in here. Also, if you guys been on the channel long enough, you guys would have known that I did have a red EX sedan as well too. The only other sedan that was documented on the channel, because I've had like 4 after that was just only shown on Instagram, and I sold those quick. Sheesh. Oh, baloney. I thought these were racing hearts. Advanti Racing. No mames. Again, as I'm on my way out, spot this hatch. Stripped. Standard pleather seats. Probably a 4-speed. 1, 2, 3, 4. No fifth. Reverse. Standard hatch. Sky's kind of gloomy. It's probably gonna rain today. So yeah, anyways, guys, I've been sitting in the van for like 15 minutes looking on my phone, comparing prices between O'Reilly and eBay rear RSX rotors. eBay, a pair of blanks are $75 shipped, and O'Reilly's for blanks are $65 before tax, picked up with 2 years limited warranty. So I'm probably going to go to O'Reilly's after this, which is probably 30 minutes going home from this junkyard. So for the calipers, I spent $54.59, which kind of surprised me a little bit because I didn't know that today had a brake sale. So it says right here I saved $20 for the caliper. I ended up paying for both $15, which was $30, plus a $6 core for 2. And then you know, this yard specifically always nitpicky for everything. So because the caliper brackets are removable, they charged me an additional $12, which percentage off puts it at about $24.98. With environmental tax and emission tax, total came out to $74.59. With my $20 certificate, it was $54.59. So I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Right now, you guys already know, if I'm in this neck of the woods, Doghouse is where I go to get some food, and then we'll head to O'Reilly's. It wasn't a long line. It was a lot of online orders. 30-minute wait. Super unusual. We out here in the east side of San Jose, and I never realized they had signs up to remind you you're on the east side of San Jose. I was 8 years old when I saw the signs. Woo, man, that Doghouse, fire, bro. This shit is so fire. Anyways, I just want to show you guys really quickly the grommet that was torn apart when I was taking it out of my engine bay for paint. That's that. And then the one that we got from the yard is this. So we're gonna replace this guy, trash, right? And then we're gonna install this one as well. Before I take you guys to the engine bay, I did order this upper control arm and strut beauty washer hardware combo, and I got it in blue because the engine bay is blue, and I got it in galvanized hardware because we have the Russell Tuner 10mm around the engine bay. So this is gonna look really good because the color will kind of flow and match with each other, right? So this is for the strut, which we don't have the shocks in just yet, but I did install the upper control arm. If you guys remember when we did the front suspension installation, the factory hardware twisted my paint apart, and I went with the Downstar because it comes with the beauty washer. That means it's a little bit wider and it covers up the paint tear really well. So looks a lot better now. I jacked the car up to do the exhaust video, if you guys haven't seen that, and because it's much taller and now the back is leveled up with the front, the hood is actually blocking the lamp. So kind of have to just scoot it over to get some light going on in here. So this rubber piece right here goes to the tower right there, and this piece right here goes on the side, which you guys saw I picked off the other car. Gotta gently press it in there. Pop goes the weasel. This one's a little tricky because The head of this is actually bigger than the hole, so you're gonna have to, like, you know, if you're not in use. Yeah, so I'm gonna grab a little pick to pick it in place. Squeeze it in there, you know, nice and gently, so you don't go messing up the paint. And just like that. So after the exhaust video, I've just been tinkering with the engine bay a little bit. I did swap out the 4040 prop valve right there. Shout out to the homie Eugene. I painted the bracket as well too. Got all of the rust off of it, and now it is hammer texture from Rust-Oleum. And then we have the CJS wiring ground cable installed right there. The big giant one that was in the front is replaced with the CJS wiring ground cable right here as well too. And then the third ground cable is the one that goes to the battery. We'll use that once we find a location for the battery. What else did I do? I found a throttle cable. I'm not entirely sure if this is going to work because it might be in the way of where the turbo sits, but I think the turbo sits more closer this way, so this might just go around. I'm not sure. I need to go to the storage to see if I have a longer one, because I have like 20 of them in the storage, as well as a GSR throttle cable bracket, which bolts up right here because this is a B-series throttle body. If not, I could actually just make a bracket. I've done that a million times before, no problems. So right now, really not going to be tinkering with the engine bay. What I want to do is I want to clean up the calipers and get it all nicely painted up so we can have it all prepped and ready for the installation. These right here are the e-brake cable brackets, and I do have a left and a right for the RSX, and then this is the longer one from the Integra, which the other one was missing, so just kind of spare, I guess. And I do have the hardware. I got an extra little grommet goes in there. We did go to O'Reilly's, got some brake pads for the rear. I mean, we don't gotta go crazy with the rear. The front, I'm probably gonna switch out to Hawk HP Plus later, but right now it currently has brand new ceramic Rebestos, so we'll just rock with that for now. I did buy more rubber hanger because the one that's on the rear of the muffler tailpipe to the bumper is old and crusty, so got a fresh one there, got a spare one just in case. This is the paint that I use for the front caliper, so we're gonna match it to the rear. Got some more degreaser because I don't have any more degreaser or oven cleaner, so we have that guy there, and two brand new rotors from O'Reilly's. So all of this right here, we're gonna take care of it when you know, we get to the rear trailing arm. So let's disassemble these guys, get them all cleaned up so we can get them all painted up. It's never fun when you gotta play with water when it's cold and raining out, right? So I've scrubbed this twice now, and it's taking a bubble bath with some Dawn soap, and I'm scrubbing it a little bit more, and then we're gonna rinse this off. But so far, I mean, it's coming out pretty clean, but we're gonna make it cleaner by painting it. I think it's time to get an ultrasonic cleaner, man. It'll make my life a lot easier. I watched a video of this guy dunking a cylinder head into an ultrasonic cleaner, and that thing came out like brand spanking new, and all he did was use Dawn soap, which I have, and I don't know, maybe time to invest in one. I'm not sure yet, but anyways, so calipers are all dried up, and the process now, the tedious process, taping everything up. Ooh. This thing looks more flat black than charcoal gray. boy, look at that Junkyard caliper refresh though. Looking freaking brand spanking used. All right, guys, so I think we're gonna wrap it up for this Junkyard video. Quick little stroll to look for some calipers, and we got what we were looking for. I will tell you guys though, don't be afraid to use Junkyard parts, okay? Just make sure you guys take that extra precautionary step to inspect to make sure the item you are pulling is still in good condition. Today we scored some calipers for under $60 opposed to buying it brand new. The caliper itself didn't show any type of visible leaks. When I push the piston in, it pisses out brake fluid on the opposite end, and I know that it's going to work perfectly fine for me, and if anything, the rebuild kit is not that much, but we were able to get it all nice and refreshed, not refurbished, refreshed. Now it's gonna look really good once we get the rear trailing arms in. Aside from the trailing arm coming in, I think we have just about everything. The camera arm, tow arm, LCA, we have the rear disc brakes, the calipers, the brackets, brake pads, brake lines. So, you know, hopefully when that comes in, it might be the next thing to be installed other than the radiator stuff. And the reason why I haven't really gotten to the radiator stuff just yet, even though I've mentioned it in the last previous video, is because I want to install it with a shroud. I want to ensure maximum cooling, and I don't have any material to build me a shroud. So that's the only reason why I haven't gotten to the radiator stuff yet. But regardless of the fact, we're gonna work around it and just make progress elsewhere, right? So you guys already know what it is. Progress is better than no progress. Keep that in mind. And man, I'm stoked. I'm stoked because once the rear trailing arm stuff goes on, we can take a good look on the ITR wheels on all four corners and get this car on the ground so we can drive it for the first time. I got to do shifter box and shifter cables too, but I have those, so maybe that's on the queue to do as well too. I mean, it has to be because it's the only way I can drive the car, right? But yeah, anyways, guys, quick little junkyard stroll. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. If y'all did, be sure to leave a thumbs up, and if you guys want to stick around for more progress update on the car, be sure to hit the subscribe button. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Alright guys, so I think we're going to wrap it up for this Junkyard video. Quick little stroll today to look for some calipers